We are starting in the kitchen this morning with a snack that I love, and I specifically asked its creator to join us. Pilgrim's Roasted Nuts is based out of North Plains, Oregon, but I first tried their delicious flavors at the Christmas market at Seattle Center. Their Karen Pilgrim Taylor joins me now. Thank you for being here. Okay, you have it already rolling, and I feel like we need to get started. You want me to put the sugar in?
Yep.
Like that?
Just pour it all the way in, yep.
Okay. And what are we making today? What's this flavor?
We're making our bestseller bourbon caramel pecan.
Ooh.
It's kind of a richer caramel flavor. There's a classic praline as well, but this one's a little step up, and it's been our bestseller ever since I created it. It's been my first one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And what is this contraption that you're using? You said it was from Germany, right?
It's a German Bavarian style nut roaster,
Okay.
and it uses a small copper pot, and that's what Bavarian style roasted nuts is, a small copper pot in small batches. We only get 7 bags out of this batch.
Wow.
So we do a lot of batches every day. Yeah.
Incredible. And what's kind of the process?
I'm going to glaze it right now.
Okay.
So basically what we've done is we put, it's going to make a noise.
Ooh.
Yeah. We put water and sugar and the nut in there.
Okay.
And then it caramelizes, and then we put the extra sugar in like you just did, and then we wait for a couple seconds, and then we just glaze it with its flavor. There is one flavor I only glaze with water because the flavor's in the spices, and I'm going to dump this into here.
Look at you. This is a process.
It is a process. It smells good though.
It does.
So-
It smells like the holidays, which I love that you're at the Seattle Christmas Market. Have you been having fun?
We
there?
are. This is our second year for the Seattle Christmas Market. It's actually a lot of fun. It's a long market, but there's music and just amazing German food that you don't really find anywhere else. There's a double-decker carousel, which I get to look at all day. It's right in front of me.
Yes.
Just watch the kids come around the corner and see it, and they're like, oh, and they run, take a beeline to the carousel. And there's just a lot of really cool vendors, handcrafted ornaments, food, treats, lots of sweet treats.
Something for everyone. And
There
speaking of something for everyone, you have a couple award-winning flavors. What's over here? I'm going to start taste testing.
Okay, so let's start with the cinnamon roasted almonds over here. That's
Okay.
a classic German roasted nut. Cinnamon, vanilla, and almond. It's classic. It's really nice. And when we roast with cinnamon, we turn around at a booth or a show, and the lines just get long. You can smell it. It carries.
Absolutely.
So it's really nice.
That would be so good. But these two, tell me about.
So these two are award winners. So last spring, these are both this year. The garlic parmesan cracked black pepper hazelnut. It's real garlic, and the black pepper kind of hides and comes. I layer it. That's why I do the sugars at different times. And we won an award for that. Second place International Flavor Awards in the sweet snack category.
Wow.
Yep, and that was kind of neat. And so that I've had that for 6 years. We're from North Plains, Oregon, and it's a little town, but we have a garlic festival. And I had to come up with something 6 years ago. So that's what I came up with, and we won an award this year for it.
Okay, I'm going to taste test. How did you get into?
Oh, gosh.
Like, is this a family business? Or
It is a family business. My husband and I own it. My son works for us. We have some other employees as well. Yes, what do you think about that?
This is I love garlic.
Do you? It's
love
real
it.
garlic. I don't play around.
You're not playing.
Yeah.
I can tell. I mean, if anyone comes over,
It's
they're
real.
going to smell the garlic on me. That's my favorite. I like savory.
Right, so you're gonna love the next one.
Okay.
But- so this is I had a sriracha honey peanut. I have a sriracha honey
Okay.
peanut. And I wanted to use tapatio a few years ago, so I came up with this tapatio glaze. So it's a spicy margarita cashew, has some lime juices, lemon juices in it, some citrus, and then some hot dry spices to make a glaze. You should taste that.
Okay, I'm going to
It
taste
has a
this.
kick and then another one behind it.
Okay.
It layers.
How do you choose the nuts and is there a process that
In my head, yeah, it is. So basically, the garlic, the hazelnut's a stronger nut, say, than a peanut or a cashew. So I think all those flavors on the garlic, it's the only thing that'll hold all the flavors where you still taste the nut. And that's a big deal for me. The cashew made sense with the lime juice, the citrus juices and stuff. What do you think about that?
This is my favorite now.
you
I
like it?
keep
You got two new
changing my
favorites?
mind on the favorite. You're right. It has a little bit of heat and a kick, but not too much.
And you taste the lime in there a little bit?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's a nice
How do you
glaze.
come up with all of these flavor combinations? Is it because you said that you're working with your family? Is it kind of a family affair?
Oh, not at all. It's
No?
all me. I don't even, they taste test, which I think is probably their favorite part, to be honest with you. They'll give suggestions sometimes, and I'll ask for them, and my crew now too. But we also have a little sweet shop, so I get to bake too. So I like to bake, and when you come up with different flavors, it's just natural with me to do that. And
Yeah.
so like the garlic had to go on a hazelnut. I have a Cajun bacon almond and a Cajun bacon peanut, and the peanut's a little more spicy, same exact recipe. So I want to do a wasabi, but I can't do it on anything that's a weaker nut.
Okay.
Because you can't taste the nut too, and that's a big deal for me.
Yeah, you want to make sure that flavor profile comes through.
Yeah.
How does somebody like roast nuts? Like you said, if you don't have this machine and like with the spinning, would you be like doing, like walk me through that
I wouldn't
process?
do it. No, people tell me I do these at home all the time because of Christmas,
Yeah.
And so you'd basically take out a pot. You could do it in the oven or whatever, but you put a little bit, and people have asked us for suggestions. You want a little bit of water, or we have a caramel macchiato almond. I actually use dark roast espresso instead.
Okay.
And then but a little bit of water because you want to caramelize the sugar, and then you have to keep stirring. Like this does it for me.
Okay.
Takes the work out of it, but you want to keep stirring or you're going to burn the nut. The caramelization won't happen right. Kind of if you're making caramel, you have to stir.
Yeah.
Same sort of thing, and just be patient.
How long would like the ones that we made today have to like sit? Is there like a process before you can
There is. Normally I'd be over
taste
here
test?
with a spoon, stirring it around, and like, because if it sits there, it's gonna be a brick. But sugar does what it wants.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But after this is about a 12-minute process in the roasting.
Total 12 minutes from like throwing it. Okay. Okay.
And then to caramelize, to cool them off, I stir it with a spoon and break them up a little bit. To get them to where I can put them in these plastic bags is probably about 7 to 10 minutes, depending on. We're outside in this booth, so it's cooler outside. If we're doing them in our shop, it's not as cool, so they take longer to cool off. So.
Would you take any messages from viewers on like some flavor, like ideas, or is that too near and dear?
I have 27 flavors.
27.
The reason we have the Cajun bacon peanut is because I have a friend that will only eat peanuts, and another vendor friend, and I'm like, no, I have 26, and he goes, come on, the old number 27. So I tried it, and it was really good, and I have to kind of give props to Steve because they're really good. I'm like, fine, so I did them.
Yes.
Yeah. And I do have another, like I said, a wasabi flavor I have to work on in January because my daughter-in-law wants me to do it. And yeah.
Where does this passion come from? I mean, was this a snack that you were really interested in?
Not at all.
No.
I have 2 college degrees and I sell nuts for a living. I tell people that all the time. It's awkward, I know. But I bought a nut roaster from a friend who'd done it for like 20 years, and I didn't want to work for anybody else. I want to work for myself, and it's just morphed into this thing. We're almost 8 years now, and we travel in 9 states, and we have a bunch of company vans, and I have a crew, and I have a sweet shop, and this is what I do, and it's a blast.
I know. Where can people find you?
Sure. So we're in North Plains, Oregon. If you're going to go drive to Seaside up Highway 26, take the exit, turn right.
Okay.
Number 1. And we have the little sweet shop, and then we're at events and markets all over Oregon, Washington, California, Idaho, Utah, Nevada. Where else do we go? Arizona. We went to Nashville last spring.
Amazing.
And then we're going to Dallas, Texas in this next spring.
Thank you so much for being here and sharing your passion with us. These are amazing. One of my favorite snacks. Gotta check it out.
New Day Northwest Kitchen is brought to you by Safeway.